Good afternoon, friends. Myself Ashok Patel. As we discussed my previous lectures, and today I am going to discuss about the inner product spaces. First of all, we distinguish between the inner product spaces and Euclidean inner product spaces. In the Euclidean inner product spaces, we deal with the normal dot product between two vectors, and in normal dot product we multiply each element of two vectors, and the special inner product spaces which is the vector space using the inner product. In this that are the content of my lecture: introduction, inner product spaces, orthogonal and orthonormal basis, Gram-Schmidt process, orthogonal complement, and least square solution. Before we going to the solution, we first of all we have to familiar with the inner product spaces. So that is the definition. If V is any real vector space, an inner product on V denoted by is a function from V cross V to R that assign a real number in this fashion: U inner product U comma V to each order pair of vectors U and V in vector space V, in such a way that for all U V W in V and all scalar K, the following axioms are satisfied. First axiom: inner product UV is equals to inner product V comma U, and that is the property of symmetry. Second property: inner product U plus V comma W is equals to inner product U comma W plus V comma W. That is the property of additivity. And third property, inner product Ku comma V is equals to K times inner product U comma V. That is the homogeneity property. And last property, fourth property, that is the inner product U comma U is equals to 0, and inner product U comma U is equals to inner product U comma U is greater than or equal to 0 if inner product U comma U is equals to 0 if and only if vector U is 0. So if the given product given function satisfy the four condition, then we say that the given product is the inner product space. That are the properties of inner product spaces. If U, V and W are three vectors in the inner product space capital V, and small k is any scalar, then first property: inner product between 0 vector and any vector V is equals to inner product V comma 0 vector is equals to 0. That is the symmetric property, and we easily verify by the multiply any vector with the 0 vector. The second property is inner product U comma V plus W is equals to inner product U comma V plus inner product U comma W. Third property: inner product of U comma KV is equals to K times inner product U comma V. And fourth property: inner product U minus V comma W is equals to inner product U comma W minus inner product of V comma W. Fifth and last property: inner product of U comma V minus W is equals to inner product of U comma V minus inner product of V comma W. That is the property of the inner product spaces. Let one example of inner product. In this example, we check the given function is inner product or not. For that, we choose one example. Determine which of the following are inner product on R3 if u is equals to u1, u2, u3 and vector v is equals to its element v1, v2 and v3. And first function defined like inner product uv is equals to 2 times u1 v1 plus u2 into v2 plus 4 times u3 v3. That is the given first function. And the other function defined like inner product u comma v is equals to u1 square into v1 square plus u2 square into v2 square plus u3 square into v3 square. So we check the, first of all we solve the solution for the first function. Inner product uv is equals to 2 times u1 v1 plus u2 v2 plus 4 times u3 v3. For the first property, if we need if we verify this function inner product or not, we have to check the 4 property: symmetric property, additivity, homogeneity and the positivity, non-negativity, that is called. First of all, we check the symmetry property. For that, first property, inner product uv is equals to 2 times u1 v1 plus u2 v2 plus 4 times u3 v3, and that is the just product. So we interchange the order is equals to 2 times v1 u1 plus v2 u2 plus 4 times u3 v3. In this step, again I repeat, in this step we interchange the order of u and v elements is equals to nothing but the inner product v comma u. So we get inner product uv is equals to inner product v comma u. So that is the symmetric property satisfied in for the given function. Now check the additivity property. For that, let one R3 component w is equals to w1 comma w2 comma w3 in the R3, and we need here additivity of u plus v. So for that, we write u plus v is equals to element of u, u1, u2, u3 plus element of v, that is v1 comma v2 comma v3, and that is nothing but u1 plus v1 first element, u2 plus v2 comma u3 plus v3. That are the elements of the vectors u plus v. Now we check the second property. For that, we write inner product u plus v comma w, and for that we write by the function, and that is the 2 times first element of the first vector and first element of the second vector. For that, we is equals to u plus v comma w is equals to 2 times u1 plus v1, that is the first element of u plus v, and w1, that is this first element of w, plus u2 plus v2 into w, that is the second element of u plus v, that is u2 plus v2, and second element of w, that is w2, and plus 4 times u3 plus v3 into w3, that is the product of third elements of two vectors u plus v and w. And now simplify this equation, we get 2 times u1 v w1 plus u2 w2 plus 4 times u3 plus w3 plus 2 times v1 plus w1 plus v2 plus w2 plus 4 times u3 plus w3 into. So that is nothing but the first the first term is nothing but is equals to u comma w, and second term is obviously v comma w. So we get inner product u plus v comma w is equals to inner product uw plus inner product vw. So second property, additivity, is also satisfied. Now go for third property. For that we have to choose one scalar, that is we let k, small k is any scalar, and we need the component of ku vector. So for that we multiply the k in the vector of u. So resultant, that is given by k times u1 comma k times u2 comma k times u3. Now write inner product ku comma v is equals to nothing but 2 times k u1, that is the first element of ku, and into v1, that is the first element of v, plus k u2, that is the second element of ku, and v2, that is the second element of v, and plus 4 times k u3, that is the ku3 is the third element of the ku, and v3, that is the third element of v, is equals to, we simplify this formula, we get k times in bracket 2 times u1 v1 plus u2 v2 plus 4 times u3 v3, because we let k by common in the whole formula, and remaining term is 2 times u1 v1 plus u2 v2 plus 4 times u3 v3, and that is nothing but u comma inner product u comma v. So we get the result, inner product ku comma v is equals to k times inner product u comma v. So the third property, homogeneity, is also satisfied. Now go for the last and the non-negativity property. For that we choose inner product u comma u, and is equals to 2 times first element, and here both vector is u, so 2 times u1 plus u2 u2 plus 4 times u3 into u3, that is nothing but 2 times u1 square plus u2 square plus 4 times u3 square, and we student easily verify that sum of square of each quantity, sum of square of any quantity is must positive. So for that we write greater than equal to 0. So we get now inner product u comma u, which is greater than equal to 0. If we let inner product u comma u is equals to 2 times u1 square plus u2 square plus 4 times u3 square is equals to 0, if inner product u comma u is equals to 0, and this happens if and only if inner element of each element of vector u is 0, otherwise inner product u comma u is never be 0. So inner product u comma u is equals to 0 if and only if the element u is equals to 0, because all the element of vector u, u1 u2 u3 is 0. So the fourth property, non-negativity, is also satisfied. So here we seen that all the four property of inner product spaces is satisfied. So the given function is inner product spaces in R3. Now let one more example which is not inner product spaces. For that we choose one function, inner product u is equals to u1 square v1 square plus u2 square v2 square plus u3 square v3 square. First of all we check first property, symmetricity. For that we take inner product u comma v is equals to u1 square v1 square plus u2 square v2 square plus u3 square into v3 square, and here also we interchange order of u and v. So we write v1 square u1 square plus u2 square into v2 square plus u3 square into v3 square. That is nothing but inner product v comma u, and for we get inner product uv is equals to inner product v comma u. So the first property, symmetry property, is satisfied. Now check the second property, additivity. For that we need more one vector w, that is the w1 w3 in R3, and we also need the element u plus v, elements of vector u plus v, that is nothing but u1 plus v1 comma u2 plus v2 comma u3 plus v3, that are the elements of vector u plus v. Now for the second property we write inner product u plus v comma w is equals to inner product is equals to u1 plus v1 square w into w1 square plus u2 plus w2 square into v2 square into w2 square plus u3 plus v3 no whole square into w3 square is equals to, if we simplify this formula, we get w1 square u1 square w1 square plus u1 square w1 square v1 square w1 square plus 2 times u1 v1 w1 square u2 square w1 square plus v2 square w2 square plus 2 times u2 v2 into w2 square, and the third term w3 square w3 square plus v3 square w3 square plus 2 times u3 v3 into w3 square, and we easily check that is not equal to the inner product u w plus v comma w, because we get 3 additional term, 2 times u1 v1 into w1 square, 2 times u2 v2